Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I am so prepared today. I have two books with me, the Melody Beatty, Journey to the Heart, and I also have the Linda Picone, the Daily Book of Positive Quotations. And then, oh, Boo Radley, hi honey. And then I have two pairs of reading glasses with me. So, let's get into this video today. And I decided to read from this one first, the Linda Picone book, because the meditation for today is actually called Today. And so I thought, well, that is very apropos. So let's get right into today's meditation called Today. August 22nd, today. Yesterday is ashes, tomorrow wood, only today does the fire burn brightly. Eskimo proverb. We are here, right now, in the middle of today. We have many wonderful memories of the past, and we have hopes for what will happen in the future. But it's today, and we are living. But it's today, we are living. I will not let today slip by without living it as fully as I can. I really like this meditation. You know, I think for me sometimes, I get really caught up in either the past or the future. You know, it's like that saying that they say, it's like 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow, and you know, poop all over today. And it's the truth. It really is, because it's like, you know, if you're constantly focusing on what's going to happen in the future, and you're constantly focused on what happened in the past, or reliving the past, or reliving memories, right? And maybe not always in like a positive way, then what happens is you're just like, the days go by and you just miss the days as they are, right? And I don't want to miss any more days. I want to enjoy my days. I want to be present in my days. I want to, you know, just live them as fully as I possibly can. And so it's important for me to remember that. You know, in the past, I have been somebody that, like, I make a lot of lists. And my lists are not just lists for today. They're lists for 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, a year down the road. Like, what are my goals? What do I want to do? And those things are great, right? But it's one thing to make those lists and another thing to become consumed by those lists. And there's been points in my life when I have been very consumed with just meeting a goal, meeting a goal, meeting a goal, meeting a goal. And it's like, that's not healthy for anybody, right? And there's been other times of my life where I have been really just stuck in memories. And, you know, it's one thing to, like, I don't know, sit on the front porch and drink a cup of coffee and think about my mom, think about my friend, you know, the friends that have passed away. Think, you know, recently, just this week, thinking about my sponsor that passed away, or telling stories on the phone with Tanya, you know, about him or whatever. And, you know, my cousin and I, when we get together, we talk about, you know, her parents and my mom and things like that. And it's one thing to tell the stories and, you know, laugh or reminisce and, you know, maybe shed a tear here and there. It's another thing to be so stuck in it that you, like, just constantly are wishing that you lived in the past. And there's been a lot of times that I have gone through where it's like, and I do think that that's part of the grieving process, I really do. But there have been a lot of parts of my life where I have just been like, God, I wish it was 10 years ago, you know, or I just wish, like, you know, everything was different and it was 10 years ago and whatever. And I don't know when it was like, I mean, I still talk a lot about my mom. I always will. She was my mom. She was the only mom I had. But I think it was like 2 years ago or something, or maybe a year and a half ago. I kind of had this, you know, moment where my mom's been gone for 14 years, you know, and I had this moment. I was like, my mom's been gone for a really long time. Like, I'm never going to forget her. You know, I will say that there's probably not a day that goes by that I don't, like, something doesn't make me think of her, you know. I mean, I live in the condo that she lived in, so there's always going to be something that reminds me of her. But I don't think of her as much as I used to, and I don't feel like that's a betrayal. I will say that I think that that's also a part of grieving, is this idea and this feeling that you're betraying somebody if, like, you move on and you don't think about them 24 hours a day. And I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely not. I truly believe the people in my life that have passed away and moved on, I believe that, you know, or gone on, I believe that they would want me to have the best life possible, and they would want me to live my life. You know, it's like the movie Up. Alex and I went and saw that movie shortly after we got together, and I just, like, I lost it in that movie, because there's a part when he's, like, looking through the scrapbook. So it's about a guy and his wife dies, and he's looking through the scrapbook, and she's written at the end of the scrapbook, "Thank you for this adventure, now go have an adventure on your own." And I can remember seeing that, and I was like, it almost felt like it was a message from my mom, you know. And like, I'm even getting a little choked up talking about it right now. But, like, when I think about it or when I talk about it, I do have those memories. But, like, I want to have a life today, and I want to live today the best life that I possibly can. And the only way that I can do that is to ask myself on a daily basis, where are your feet? You know, where am I today? And today I need to be in today. I need to be living today and enjoying today to the best of my ability, you know? Alex was texting me about when he's coming home, and I'm like, I'm going to watch some. Last night, I watched like 5 episodes of this TV show, Echoes on Netflix. It's fantastic if you're looking for something to watch. And I'm like, I think I'm going to go to the pool tonight. I'm going to put on my jammies, and then I'm going to like watch, you know, the show. And I got a bunch of snacks yesterday, and just have a really, you know, fun night tonight. And that's really kind of how I choose to live today, so that I can enjoy the present, you know? Right, Boo Radley? Boo Radley is right here. He said, Dad, I want to come up there and be in this video. You used to always have Tucker and Pee-Pee in videos. You want to be in the video? You want to say hi to everybody? Were you going to give me a kiss on my ear? You were? He said, Daddy, I think it's time for a haircut. Okay, now you go back there. He's going to dig. He loves to dig in this chair. All right, let's read. See, I told you. Let's read from the Melody Beatty Journey to the Heart book. I think I just put on different reading glasses, but don't mind my foolishness. Okay, this is actually kind of a longer one. But I liked the title of it. Heal Your Resentments. August 22nd, Heal Your Resentments. How fast resentments creep in during the course of an ordinary year. How much faster they can creep in during intense times of change, times of evolution. The kind of times we've been experiencing on our journey. Things shift, things change. We let go of the old and stumble toward the new. And resentments crop up along the way. People become angry with us for changing. We become angry with them because we believe their experiences have unjustly impacted us. Resentments are tricky little things, devious little devils of energy that block and damage our souls and hearts. They tell us they're justified. They tell us we need them to protect ourselves. They tell us we should have adopted them a long time ago. They tell us we're not safe if we release them, if we send them packing. Those are lies, illusions that keep us blocked, stuck, and often quite uncomfortable. Go deeper into yourself. What do you feel underneath the resentment? Betrayed, hurt, ashamed, embarrassed, left out, forgotten, misunderstood? You're safe now. Go ahead and feel whatever you need to feel. Honor and recognize your gentler, softer side. Those other feelings that make you feel vulnerable, those more tender feelings hiding behind, underneath, or to the side of the resentment. Feel and release your resentment. Feel the feelings underneath it too. You'll become clear. The resentment will dissolve, and you'll return to love. I love this meditation. You know, resentments in recovery are like, we say that they're the number one offender, because resentments are an easy way to be on the fast track back to relapse. And, oh, hello, mister. They're the easy way to be on the fast track back to relapse. And because it's like, resentments are unfulfilled. I was always taught that resentments are unfulfilled expectations, okay? That when somebody didn't act a certain way, or if in a situation didn't turn out a certain way that I thought that it should. You know, for example, if a friend didn't call you on your birthday, or if you didn't, and they can be deep-seated resentments, or they can be little resentments. And sometimes, for me, the littlest resentments are the ones that eat me up the most, right? But like, resentments can even be towards like organizations. Like, maybe you didn't get a promotion that you felt like you should have gotten at your job, right? Or maybe a resentment is being stuck in traffic, or maybe a resentment is a bill that you have to pay, and then you get stuck online for 2 hours trying to resolve this bill, okay? And you develop this resentment. And really, ultimately, what happens is the resentment affects you. You're the one that ends up paying for it, right? And so it's like, what do we have to do to move out of this resentment? Like, what am I feeling? Like, what is the core feeling that I feel, okay? You know, if I didn't get a job promotion, is it because I feel unloved? Is it because I don't feel validated? Is it because I don't feel appreciated? You know, and how can I do those things for myself that won't necessarily be answered in a job promotion, okay? Or is it time for me to maybe take a look are there other places that I could go work where I would be more validated and more appreciated, you know? You know, if it's something like a friend didn't wish me a happy birthday, do they know that it was my birthday? How is it making me feel? Well, it makes me feel like maybe I care more about that friend than they care about me, you know, or maybe it's that I feel unloved or uncared about, you know. Well, have I said something to that friend? Have I told that friend that it hurt my feelings? Have I given them the ability and the time and the allowance to make it right? Because maybe they look at you and go, oh my God, I feel so bad. Like, I didn't even know it was your birthday. Let me make it up to you. Let me take you out to lunch. Let me take you out to dinner. Do we give them that opportunity, or do we choose just to sit in the resentment? You know, often we choose just to sit in the resentment. Often we choose to sit in the resentment for years and years and years, you know, with the people that we live with, and we don't even tell them what we're resentful for. And then one day it just comes out of the blue, you know, and we're like, well, yeah, but in 2005, and the person looks at us and is like, what? You know, it's like, okay. I mean, I think like when Alex and I first went to marriage counseling, like, you know, years ago, both of us brought up stuff that was like from year one of us being together, dating, you know? And I can remember sitting in there and both of us would kind of like look at the other person like, first of all, I didn't know that this really upset you that way. And second of all, like, why didn't you bring it up all the way back then? Like, why did we allow this to, you know, sit and simmer all these years? And it's important to get those things out. It's important to go and talk to those people in healthy ways. You know, that's where you can like inventory it and evaluate it. You don't have to have a sponsor to inventory. You can sit in there. Inventory just means write it out, you know? Just write it out and say, like, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm resentful for. This is how it's affecting me. This is what it hurts me, how it hurts me, and this is how it's affected me, and this is my part in it, you know, and take a look at that. And then, you know, if you choose to go, if maybe you're not in recovery, if you're in recovery, I would suggest working with a sponsor or somebody sober to do that, but, because that's part of the fourth step. But if you're not somebody that's sober and you just want to, you know, do a list of your resentments and take a look at them and get rid of some of those resentments, there's ways to do it, you know. And I think for me often, there have been times in my life where I have held things in that really, really hurt. And then it's just like out of the blue, I've given, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so weird. Like there's these green light moments where I'm like, I'll be sitting with the person in the car or whatever. And I'll say like, can I say something to you? People always say that I ask for permission, right? And they'll be like, I don't know why I do that, but I do. I always ask for permission. And they'll be like, yeah, you can say anything. I'll be like, you know, like 2 years ago when like you went out to birthday dinner and you invited like 4 people and I wasn't invited, like that kind of hurt my feelings. And I can tell you like almost on every occasion, I would say like 98%. I'm gonna save like 2% for people that like whatever. But like I would say like 98% the person like looked at me and said, I didn't even know that hurt you. Like, I'm so sorry, and I didn't even realize at the time, and I don't remember. Or they'll say something like, I didn't think that you could, or, you know, like, wow, I didn't, you know. There's always something to the situation that I did not know. And so it's like, in my head, I'm spinning, and I'm spinning, and I'm spinning, and I'm scripting, and I'm scripting, and I'm scripting, and I'm scripting these ideas, right, of what's happened and what's going on and what they must think about me and what they're talking about me behind the scenes, right? And that's a lot of my social anxiety, too, that plays out. It's so much easier just to go to those people. You know, and the thing that makes it really great today is that I don't have tons of people in my life. Like, I don't have 50 people in my life. You know, I might have at most like 10, and at most like 3 close friends, right? 3, 4 close friends. And so the 3, 4 close people, like, I don't find the need to ever have those conversations. You know, I was thinking about this the other day, because Caroline, my cousin, and I, we talked about this, like, in a video that we did, the very first video that we did together on my main channel, my Peter Monn drama channel, that we, like, have never really been in a fight. But, like, Caroline and I have, like, really never been in a fight. And my close friends, like, we really, I can't think, I mean, Tanya and I have been in, like, one argument, like, one, and it lasted, like, 6 hours, and then we both were, like, crying on the phone, I'm so sorry! You know, and it's like, and that's not because we don't disagree, and it's not because we don't have differing opinions about things. That's because we don't let the you know, sometimes you have the fight and then the fight has you. We don't allow ourselves to have the fight. And so, and then the other people that are in my life that I'm close to, I mean, all the people that are in my life, I feel close enough that I can say things to, that I feel close enough that I can say, you know, if I have something that I need to say, then I say it. And so do they. It's not like a one-sided street, you know? They'll say, like, wow, like, this really hurt. And then they give me the opportunity to correct it as well. And I think, isn't that really a friendship? Isn't that really what life is all about, Charlie Brown? So, anyway, these were great meditations today. I love them. Did you like them, Boo Radley? He said, I loved them. So anyway, we're going to get off here, and we're going to enjoy our day. So I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.